Hello everyone. Today we are entering one of the most practical and exciting areas of data science, natural language processing, or NLP. We are going to learn how to teach a computer to read text and categorize it, whether that's filtering spam emails, sorting news articles, or analyzing sentiment. To do this, we will use a family of algorithms that are incredibly fast, surprisingly simple, yet powerful enough to power major systems. This is naive Bayes. Here's our roadmap for this session. We will start by defining what naive Bayes is. We will break down the mathematics behind it, the famous Bayes theorem. We will explain the crucial naive assumption, specifically the concept of independence. We will walk through a step-by-step example of building a spam filter by hand. We will address a critical bug called the zero probability problem and solve it with Laplace smoothing. We will upgrade our method from simple counts to TF-IDF. And finally, we'll build a full Python implementation to classify news groups. So, what is naive Bayes? It's not just one algorithm, but a family of probabilistic algorithms based on Bayes' theorem. It has two superpowers that make it unique. First, speed. It has a very low computational cost. It works in linear time, meaning it remains instant even on massive datasets. Second, efficiency. It excels at handling high-dimensional data. In text analysis, every single word in the dictionary is a feature, and naive Bayes handles this complexity effortlessly. This is why it's the industry standard for spam filtering, sentiment analysis, and document categorization. Everything rests on this formula, Bayes' theorem. It describes the probability of an event based on prior knowledge. The formula is read as the probability of A given B equals the probability of B given A times the probability of A, all divided by the probability of B. Let's put this in context. Posterior, we want to know the probability that an email is spam, target A, given that it contains the word money. Evidence B. Likelihood. How often does the word money appear in known spam? Prior. What is our initial guess? How common is spam generally? Evidence. How common is the word money in general? Now the most important theoretical question. Why do we call it naive? Because the algorithm makes a very strong assumption, independence. It assumes that the presence of a particular word is completely unrelated to the presence of any other word. For example, in reality, if you see the word Hong, the word Kong usually follows. They are dependent. But naive Bayes sees Hong and Kong as totally separate events, like flipping two different coins. Why do we do this? Because it simplifies the math drastically. Despite being technically wrong or naive, this assumption works surprisingly well for text classification. Let's visualize this with a manual example. Imagine we're classifying a new message, Dear Friend. Is it spam or normal, ham? First, we look at our training data. We calculate the probability of the word dear and the word friend in our spam bucket versus our normal bucket. Second, we establish our priors. In our dataset, normal messages make up 67%. Spam messages make up 33%. These are our starting baselines before we even look at the text. Now we run the calculation. We multiply the probability of the words dear and friend by the prior probability of each category. For normal messages, the score comes out to 0.091. For spam messages, the score is 0.013. Comparison, the score for normal is significantly higher. Conclusion, the mathematical verdict is clear. The message Dear Friend is classified as normal. However, we run into a major mathematical bug called the zero probability problem. What if a word in the new email, say crypto, never appeared in our spam list? Its probability would be 0. Because Bayes' theorem involves multiplication, if one single word has a probability of 0, the entire equation crashes to 0. The solution is Laplace smoothing. We simply add 1 to every single word in the dictionary. This ensures no probability is ever truly 0, creating a mathematical safety net that keeps the algorithm stable. Counting words is a good start, but it has a flaw. Common words like the, is, and appear everywhere. They have high counts but carry no information. To fix this, we upgrade to TF-IDF. Term frequency, TF, measures how often a word appears in this specific document. Inverse document frequency, IDF, penalizes words that appear everywhere. The result: the algorithm ignores common filler words and focuses entirely on unique, important keywords like algorithm, CPU, or space. Now, let's implement this in Python using Scikit-learn. We use a tool called a pipeline. First, we import TF-IDF and multinomial NB. We create the model using makePipeline. This bundles the pre-processing step, TF-IDF, and the model, naive Bayes, into one object. We then call model.fit on our training data. Why use a pipeline? It keeps our code clean, and crucially, it prevents data leakage by ensuring the test data is transformed exactly the same way as the training data. Finally, let's test our trained model with real-world inputs from the 20 newsgroups dataset. If we input sending payload to the ISS, the model detects payload and ISS and predicts science space. If we input Suzuki Hayabusa is fast, it predicts wreck motorcycles. If we input the GPU is overheating, it predicts computer hardware. Notice that it effectively ignores common words like to or the and focuses entirely on the domain-specific vocabulary to make the correct classification.
Thank you for your hard work today. Remember, every expert was once a beginner. Keep up the momentum, and I'll see you in the next session.